What up, people? This is Boogie's Place. It's my opinion. It's my sports channel. You know how we do it on this channel, man. Listen, man, I want to talk a little bit of NBA and the fucking trade deadline. And I just want to talk about two players in particular, man. One of them I talked about before, and a lot of people came at me. So I'm going to give my rebuttal to that. And again, man, this is Boogie from Boogie's Place. It's my opinion. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, man. I'm trying to get this channel off the ground willy-nilly. I got 31 subscribers, bro. I got 31 subscribers, man. And I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate all my subscribers. No matter how many I got, I appreciate y'all. I just want y'all to know that. So anyway, with that being said, this is Boogie Place. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. And we're going to talk about it, man. So let me dig into my crate, man. You know how we do it. Yes, sir. So, Boogie's Place, man. Listen, I just wanted to talk about two trades in particular at the trade deadline. And one of them is Trae Young. Trae Young from the Atlanta Hawks, man. Trae Young, when he first got drafted in the Atlanta Hawks, man, and they were dumb as hell. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking about when they traded Luka for Trae Young. Anyway, they did that. And Trae Young was hot for a minute, man. You give him the ball, and he can make something happen for you. Boy, he ain't no Luka. And his game is getting kind of obsolete. Because Trae Young don't play no defense. Yeah, he can score a little bit. Yeah, he can pass the ball a little bit, but he's a little too little. You know, Trae Young is somebody who, you know, Atlanta, they gave him the ball and he did all right. When you got the ball and you can score, you're going to make things happen because you got the ball in your hand all the time. And that was the problem with the Atlanta Hawks. He had the ball in his hand way too much, man. And there was a lot of times he would shoot these crazy ass shots, bro, because you got the green light on everything. And he thinking in his mind, he's some kind of Steph Curry. Bro, you're not Steph Curry. You hitting like 29% out of them fucking them long ass half court threes that you throwing up. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, they was rocking out with him because he did have games where he did his thing. But like I said, if you have the ball in your hand majority of the time and you can score, you're going to make things happen. You're going to have a 40-point game here, a 50-point game there. But are you making your team better? The Atlanta Hawks weren't getting any better. They had decent records, man. They went out and they put up some decent records, man. But they never got nowhere. They was always third, fourth, fifth. Usually they fifth, sixth. They wasn't going nowhere with Trae. Now you got them young boys that they went out and they got the Daniels and all them young boys that they got. You know what I mean? Them boys can ball. Atlanta is an up and coming team, and they're not there yet. There's two teams that's up and coming. The other one is the Hornets. People sleeping on the Hornets, but the Hornets got a good fucking young nucleus of players over there. And they really getting hot right now. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they getting hot, but they getting hot. Their defensive percentage is up. Their offensive percentages is up. If you go look at their defensive and offensive ratings from the last 15 to 18 games, they're up there. Fifth, I think, in defense, fifth in offense, or some shit like that. So it ain't translate to wins yet. But it will. They balling out. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So, Trae Young, I see him getting traded. Atlanta Hawks should just get what they can for Trae Young. Honestly, they'd be better off without him. They'd be much better off without Trae Young. Because Trae Young is just holding back your young boys. And he's really not doing anything for your team. Now, if he wanted to take a role of coming off the bench, which I knew he probably not going to do. His pride, he got too much pride. He could be a bomb six man. Trae Young could be a bomb 6-man, bro. He can come off the bench and give you instant offense. You know what I'm saying? When he's hot. But even then, you get him to go to the basket a little more and this, that, third, and fourth, because he can do that too. He can go to the basket. You know what I mean? I mean, he's kind of small though. He do get his shit swatted a lot. I don't know about that, but he can come off the bench and give you some instant offense, man. You know what I mean? But as far as like being your starter, nah. Your max player, especially a max player, Trae Young, no. So I can see the Atlanta Hawks getting rid of him, man. Me personally, I take pennies on the dollar for him. Give me a first round and another player, and you can have him. I know you got a match of money, so I take some expiring, whatever I can get, just to get rid of him, because he's just hindering what we got going on right now. The other one I wanted to talk about that everybody talking about is fucking Giannis. And I will say what I said in my last video about Giannis. Giannis fucked up the Milwaukee Bucks. It's Giannis. I don't care what nobody say. When the Milwaukee Bucks, when they first drafted Giannis, they drafted him. He got better over time with the organization. He got himself to be superstar status. All right, everybody know the story, right? Milwaukee stuck with him. They built a team around him. They built a championship team around him. The first couple of years, it was because of him that they didn't win, but they stuck with him. They didn't gripe. They didn't yell. They had a superstar. They rock out with your superstar. Then you got a team around it. You know what I'm saying? And then you finally got by the second round. Remember, the first 2 years, he didn't get by the second round. Remember, the first year, he got buffed out. The second year, he got buffed out. And then he talked about he wanted to trade. And he wanted champions. He wanted to play for championship. And then they went out and got Drew Holiday and all them other boys. And then he finally got over the hump. Right? He got over the hump. He got his championship. He was happy. He had a good team. He had Budenholzer as his coach. Everything was good. Life was good. He was happy. He was talking about how he wanted to stay in Milwaukee for the rest of his career, and he don't do like all these other superstars and run when it's time. When the time is at its lowest. I don't do that. I'm one of those superstars. I would stay with my franchise, right? Then he did that. Then the next year, you got bounced in the first round. Some of it was because you was injured. A lot of it was because maybe the team chemistry. But that shit happens after you win a championship most time. Your team kind of don't look the same. And if you make a tweak here, tweak there, you might, you know what I'm saying? So, boom. In turn, you started bitching and moaning and groaning because you got knocked out in the first round. So they fired Budenholzer. And then, you know what I mean? They fired him. You fired him. You wanted him gone. Okay. So they got another coach. They got a hard-nosed, no-nonsense, not taking the bullshit coach. Right? He probably wasn't taking no instruction from you. He probably was one of them coaches like, fuck that, I know what I'm doing. This is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Which, okay, cool. But you didn't even give the man a chance to grow into the job. You automatically, you mad and you sulking. You don't want to play with him. Meanwhile, y'all 35-15 or 35-12 or some shit like that. Playing good, you're winning. Oh, but it wasn't enough for Giannis. I don't like him. I don't like his attitude. I want him gone. All right, so they fire him. And they went out and got that fucking bum-ass Doc Rivers. And went out and got Doc Rivers for you. Got Doc Rivers. You got bounced in the first round. Doc Rivers, I'm new to the team and what all that bullshit. And I mean, that wasn't enough for you. You started griping. You started bitching. You know what I'm saying? And I want to play for championship. If they're not going to give me a good team, then I'm out of here. All you had to do was retool a little bit. But you wanted Dame Lillard. You know, that was your primary thing. You see them out there, you like, oh yeah, damn. So they went out and got Dame Lillard for you. And they traded off pieces that got you to the championship. Namely, fucking your boy. I just named him. But you know what I'm talking about. You got rid of him. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you do that? He goes to Boston and wins a championship. I forget his name. Damn, I just said his name. Anyway, he go to Boston and win the championship. Meanwhile, you stuck with Dame Lillard. Y'all not clicking. Dame looking like shit. You not looking like yourself. Team is just you know, either you're hurt or they're not playing the way they were playing, or you got players that you thought were gonna do something and ain't do shit. Then you started complaining again. I want to leave. I mean, you can't get rid of them. So they got rid of Dame. Dame wasn't doing them no good. He done tore his Achilles and they scrapped their hand with it. Fuck it, man. Let's go out and see if we could do something else. So they went and picked up the boy from the Pacers, and that was really kind of all they could do, because they then gave up all their draft picks for Dame. They then gave up all their draft picks when they made the little tweaky moves when they gave up, God damn, I can't remember his name. But anyway, they then did all this for you, for Giannis. And now, all of a sudden, they don't have no draft picks. Their team it sucks. They made moves for you. They might not have made the best moves in the world, but they made them because of you. And now all of a sudden, you want to leave. Okay, you gave him 12 years. I got people fucking coming at me talking about, oh, well, he gave him 20 years. He gave him 12 years. And, yeah. But fuck that. You did that shit. You fucking correct it. Fix it. Help him fix it. You said you don't do that shit. You don't leave when times get rough. And if you're going to do it gracefully, bro. Like, come on, man. You putting this shit out in the air. And I mean, listen, man. That's just my opinion, man. The man do have a right to go where he want to go. I'm not going to take that away from him. He did put in work over there in Milwaukee. I'm not going to take that away from him. I'm just an old school guy. He said he was an old school guy, and he said he'd never do that. But my point is, they're in the position that they're in because of Giannis. That's my point. And now you want to up and leave. That's my point. Anyway, for the trade, I don't think nobody gonna get nothing for him. I don't think. I mean, I'm not gonna say they ain't gonna get nothing for him. My bad. I take that back. One, I do not think the Knicks is going to trade for him. The Knicks would be fucking stupid as hell to trade for him. If they didn't trade for Donovan Mitchell and give up all these players and all this shit for Donovan Mitchell when they were building the Knicks team, then why the fuck would you do it while you have basically a championship team, subject to how towns play? Why would you even fucking consider? I mean, if it was the type of thing where you had the assets and all that shit to do it, then yeah, fine. If you had the assets like OKC or some shit, yeah, fine, do it. You know what I mean? I'd be all for it. I would love Giannis to come to New York. I'm not saying he's a phenomenal fucking player. Giannis is a phenomenal fucking player. Let me get that out the way first. I'm not saying he's a bum, he's a scrub, he's this, he's that. All I said is that he's the one that fucked up the Milwaukee Bucks. He's the one who's crying and carrying on and all this shit. And I made a video one time where I said you can't let these athletes run your franchise. If you're a coach or you're a general manager, do what you do. Don't fucking listen to them, your superstar griping, and do what you're gonna do. Because it's about you and your job at the end. Fuck the player if he's not happy or this, that, third. Do what you're gonna do, and in the end, if your shit work out, the player will be happy. But you can't fucking do shit just to make them happy. I'm not gonna take this coach because, you know what I mean? I understand there are certain perks as a superstar, but you don't base all your decisions around that fucking superstar. Like, you had a championship team, but you let Giannis fucking, because you had a down year or you got knocked out the playoffs, then instead of tweaking your team and saying, listen, man, we're going to tweak it here, we're going to wait till we get some players out the draft, or, you know what I'm saying? You didn't do that. You rushed to fucking please him. So, you know, as far as anybody getting anything for him, that's going to be after the season. It's not going to happen now. Nobody's going to fuck their whole team up, you know, unless they got the assets. So this is somebody like a OKC or somebody who really got the assets that can do that and still maintain a decent team. And what I mean, because they're not going to be, you're not going to get Giannis to have a championship team. Yeah, unless it's just Houston or OKC. Either one of them two, yeah. Anybody else, I don't see it being realistic that you're going to have a championship team after you get Giannis. So, if he do get moved, it ain't going to be no championship or bust type move. He just probably go to another team that is nice, that they can add some pieces to. And other than that, you know, motherfuckers don't have to wait till next year. You know, because people, you know, like the Knicks, they get 2 draft picks next year, I think. Miami get 4. They'll have like four draft picks to play with. So teams like those two, and anybody else, I really don't know. I don't see them get moved by the trade deadline unless there's somebody coming up with some real creative shit where they can maintain their team, maintain a championship core, and add him as that piece, or be close to with him as that piece. So yeah, man, that's all I want to talk. I just wanted to talk about them two, because them two are like the biggest that I see on the trade market, because they ain't, I don't see nobody else really bitching, moaning, groaning they want to leave. And the only other one is LeBron, and they're talking about LeBron to Cleveland, but I don't think that's happening, man. Yeah, I mean, LeBron ain't gonna do his last year in Lakerland. Yeah, and after that, yeah, you'll see where he go. Cause that little bum ass motherfucker, he ain't going nowhere. He just. I'll make a video about him later on, man. Cause I really got some shit to say about LeBron. I can't stand him. Anyway, this is Boogie from Boogie's Place Hood Talk on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, man. And please, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment. And with that being said, peace. I'm out, and stay frosty.